The Friday Morning Dish is delivered proudly by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville, the home of Craftsman and Kenmore brands. Sears Blairsville has your next appliance or yard purchase covered.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there on this Friday. It is Friday, and we actually have Alex Webb. Now, he is a previous member of the cast of Barnwood Builders, but now he has his own thing going called Alex Webb's Chop Shop. Good morning, sunshine.
Hey, how you doing?
Man, we're doing good. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of got confused because when it said Chop Shop, I was thinking we was going to dismantle some cars and make some money, you know, but it's totally not that, right?
We can do that too.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get in on some of that. But anyway, now this Barnwood Builders that you were involved in, and then now you've spun off with the Chop Shop. That's pretty interesting. Now y'all actually go out and find at locations and tear down old log cabins and barns. And tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, it was called Barnwood Builders.
Okay.
First of all,
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
All the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we go out, me and my wife, this is my wife Jessie, we go out and basically take down century-old log cabins, timber frames. We do new timber frames, and we take old barnwood and that we get off these buildings, and we turn it into high-end furniture, reclaim everything.
Right.
We take everything.
We use every part of it.
Well, now, you know, that's the thing. Now, do y'all ever tear down and relocate like old log cabins or something? Is that something that y'all do too or not?
Yeah, we actually took one down, I guess around the first of the year last January, and we moved it to Texas from West Virginia. So we travel all over.
Yeah,
we stacked that cabin in 4 days, just the two of us.
Now, does she run a chainsaw?
I try not to give her anything sharp enough to cut me with.
Yeah.
No, she runs the equipment. Actually, she's my equipment operator.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's why we like that. Now, that's the thing, you know, taking something down, putting it back up, you know, that'd be my problem. I'd get it all mixed up, and I'd have the front would be the back and the side would be the front and all that. I mean, do y'all have to number this? I mean, how do you keep everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we draw it, detail it, tag it. It's all, I mean, it's kind of a process, and it takes a little time. But, yeah, we try to do the buildings justice. We put them back like we found them. And, of course, we have to make replacements, fix bad logs and whatnot. But, you know, it's kind of a process, and we just enjoy the history of it and what we do.
Well, now
sometimes we take old logs and make a whole new cabin.
Right.
So that's also.
Yeah, we can take an old log cabin and basically re-notch the whole thing and you know, make it look like one would have 100 years ago, just has new notches on it. We resize it. So that's a whole nother thing we do.
We're talking to Alex Webb. Go to Alex Webb's Chop Shop on Facebook, and that'll give you a link to all the stuff that he's got going on. And some of the pictures that you have, I mean, the stuff that you have built is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this wood, I mean, that you're building from is old growth, which is hard to come by. What is is it mainly oak, or what do you find a lot of these log cabins built out of?
A lot of them are oak. We find a lot of oak. We find a lot of poplar. Some pine. The pine don't seem to stand up quite as good as like the poplar and the oak. The best cabins that we find are poplar. They
Right.
seem to be the most bug resistant and weather the best. Have the prettiest color to them.
What about the oak? How does it handle? I mean, I know it's hard. It's like rock. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, it's we go through. Usually on each job, it takes about 10 chainsaw chains to fix one. I mean, of course you find an old nails in there. I mean, it's stuff's hard,
Right.
and it's hard to come by. It's old growth. We counted up to like 87 rings in the first like 3 inches from the pith of the tree.
So now, I think I know what this is, but why do they? What is old growth? Why is it old growth oak? What makes it different than today's?
Well, today's stuff is kind of, I don't know that it's genetically engineered per se, but it's made to grow fast, to harvest fast. And the stuff that these guys were cutting down with axes and hand saws years ago had been here. Most of the cabins that we do, the logs were growing as trees before this was a country.
Right.
You know, before we were here. So, I mean, the rings are a lot tighter.
Mm-hmm.
The trees grew a lot slower, so it's a lot better quality wood to build with than this new stuff that you get.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2x4s are actually 2x4 instead of 1x4.
Yeah, because they're cut. Golly, I could not imagine cutting down some of these trees with a crosscut saw. I just mind-boggling.
Oh yeah, guys, they worked, and it shows in their craftsmanship. I mean, what they did, they cared about, and they did a good job, and they worked hard at it, and they did it all with hand tools. I mean, don't think for a second if they didn't have a chainsaw, they wouldn't use it.
Oh, I know I would. Could you imagine though what they could do today if they had the technology and equipment that we had?
Oh, if there was a front end loader and a chainsaw in the 1800s, there wouldn't be a tree standing on the East Coast. You know what I mean? They've been subdivisions started many, many years ago.
Yeah. Now, where are you located at?
We live in Pearisburg, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little town southwestern Virginia, right in the heart of Appalachian Mountains. I mean, it's kind of the epicenter for what we do. It's where we find all our log cabins, barns.
Right.
From Appalachia.
So we were both born in Georgia.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually born in Douglasville, probably not too far from you. And my wife, she's from Carrollton, which is the next town over.
Yeah, I know where that's Douglasville and Carrollton. I think the sheriff down there at Douglasville tunes in every morning. So,
all right.
If you've been in any trouble down there, he knows where you're at now.
Yeah, no, I don't think we have any outstanding warrants. I haven't checked lately.
Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah. But now y'all are building furniture that's absolutely gorgeous. And this stuff that people order and say, hey, I'd like to have this, or is this stuff y'all custom build?
No, we don't have a store that we sell things out of. We just don't have time. Most everything we build, people contact us and tell us what they want, and we basically build it custom to their needs.
I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could. I can't even. I built a birdhouse one time, and I think it lasted about a week. And
yeah.
Poor little bird.
I mean,
Bless his heart.
It's been around for 100 years, so hopefully what we build will be around for another 100.
Yeah.
And he doesn't build anything small. Everything weighs a couple 100 pounds at that.
Yeah, that's why she's so good at running equipment. Everything we build, you got to have a piece of equipment to move it.
Yeah. That's it. Now, if somebody wanted to, how does people get up with you if they want to follow you or see what's going on with some of the stuff that you're doing?
The best way is go to webbsjandc.com and shoot us an email. We also handle, my wife does all the social media, so you contact us on the Facebook, Alex Webb's Chop Shop.
In order to really follow us for updates and see the things that we're doing, most of it's posted at Facebook.
Yeah.
Alex Webb's Chop Shop as more of updates. But if you want to order something, we'd recommend by email at the website.
Y'all sent me some pictures, man. It's just absolutely gorgeous stuff. And I'm sure that this is just common for you, but for somebody like me that looks at this, it's like, goodness gracious, I couldn't even imagine putting a coffee cup down on the table. I mean, it was so beautiful to be something like you want to hang on the wall.
We appreciate that.
We got some really cool stuff coming out too. A lot of creative pieces.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time. We're two grown kids that get to come in our shop and just come up with neat ideas. Most of our clients, they've seen what we do, and they basically contact us and say, "This is how big I want it. Make it look good." And those are the best because you get to be creative and you get to come up with different ways of doing stuff. I mean, we recently done a countertop with a map of the New River through Giles County.
I seen that. Yeah, I've seen a picture of that.
That's actually a accurate map as the river flows through the county. It has a star where the cabin's located at the countertops in, and has like a little compass on it to orient it. And it's gorgeous. So now, how do y'all find your cabins? I mean, how do you locate your cabins? I mean, is that
honestly,
man? People call us, people message us, word of mouth.
Right.
Like I said, we're in the epicenter of these things. There's a ton of them out there. You have to drive around to find them. I mean, most times people send us a GPS link and it don't even get us close. We have to drive around the mountains and find these things. But they're out there, and a lot of people want to save them, but they don't have the means by which to do that. They can't. They can't really afford to go tear one down and put it back up. So, and they're family heirlooms, and we're very careful to keep contact with people who we sell the cabins to and where they come from, so the people that can understand where they come from and put the families in contact so they can keep up and see, hey, this is how our family cabin ended up in Texas and what it looks like now. and this is where it come from. You
We'd
know,
also like to make a piece of furniture for the original family.
Right.
Like, that would have a piece of that cabin that they get to pass down to their kids and their kids' kids.
yeah,
That's
it's
really
all
cool.
about the history, man.
You know, they did a old farm scene, old farm town or whatever back in the day at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, and one of the cabins that was relocated there was actually my great grandfather's that he built back in the 1800s, I guess. And it's neat to go by and see actually the cabin that my grandfather was born in and raised in. And that means a lot, man. People don't realize the history of something like that, but it's up there at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, which is really cool.
Yeah. And you'll always be attached to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's always going to be a piece of your family history. And that's kind of what we do. You know, we pass down the family history and the traditions that families have shared. And if they can't maintain the cabin, then we make sure somebody gets it who can enjoy it further. But the past family is still attached to that.
Well, now, is it just you and your wife, or you got some more people that work with you?
Hey, you're looking at the whole crew, brother.
Okay.
We got a 9-year-old daughter that is a world champ at pulling nails.
So let me ask you something now that I got y'all sitting side by side. Who's the boss? For
If
all,
you want to see who the boss is, you see when people show up and pay us for a piece of furniture, who to hand the money to.
I'm with you, man. We're all there. Yeah, there you go. The wife, she's grinning from ear to ear, but she's blushing. But anyway, Alex, we have got to get to a break. Tell them one more time before we get going what your website is and how they can follow you.
You can follow us on Alex Webb's Chop Shop at Facebook, or you can find us on webbsjnc.com.
There you go. Well, we're going to keep up with you. Like I said, and I love your work, no doubt about it. And so I go check him out. Thank you for getting up this morning. Now, I guess y'all got to crank them chainsaws up and get to it, right?
Yeah, we're going to have to get after here if we're going to get anything done today.
I know how that is, man. But like I said, I do appreciate you very much. Thank you for joining us and sharing a little bit of that with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, real quick, go to our YouTube channel. Check us out. We are now streaming live video. You can not only listen to the Morning Dish, you can watch us as well. Go to YouTube and type in Stephen Phillips Morning Dish. Go on there and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell, and it'll let you know every morning, 8:06 a.m. when we go live. And you can check out how good looking we are.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Please clap.
Yeah, we need some help.
Jeb Bush.
Please subscribe.
Please clap.
Please clap. Hey, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll talk to you bright and early Monday morning.
W249 DP and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
Play 97.7.